Hi, this is where it all begins. I just thought I would record some episodes of my life since my birth to the present. I hope you enjoy because I think that my life can be an example for all the uh, people who suffered my same diseases. So let's start from the birth. My birth and my first look at world. I was born 39 years ago in the heart of the south of Italy, in one of the most overpopulated and underdeveloped provinces of Europe. By underdeveloped, I do not mean a lack of resources or widespread illiteracy. It is not so easy to judge the backwardness of a civilization, of any portion of humanity. It is now certain that my life has reached a point of no return. On the threshold of 40 years comes a moment in everyone's existence in which one is called to sum up and take a look at the other side of the slope. It is natural to expect a continuation of the path directly influenced by the first half of it. If it went well and you were lucky, the route will continue downhill. If instead you belong to the grey area, if the world or whoever for it had decided to degrade you and throw you among the afflicted, then you will have to do nothing but hope that the torment will fade more and more in the dullness of old age. That's what I suppose it will happen to me too. In the middle of the journey of my life, I found myself dealing with an anomalous destiny, bordering on the impossible, which I would like to share here in these videos for the benefit of the majority of human beings who don't know what depression means, and still less familiar they are with the schizoid personality disorder. So, I was born in one of the sunny provinces of Naples, in the charming and problematic capital of southern Italy. Even today, I don't feel it is mine, and perhaps belongs to me. I don't feel this is where I belong, and perhaps I've never been a true Neapolitan. Maybe, who knows? I've never ever been really alive. Contrary to popular belief, depression is not a deprivation of existential joys, a disease that prevents anyone from feeling pleasure or attachment. It is more a pathology of reality, an epiphany of the naked and raw truth that eclipses the sun in the blue of the firmament, and in its place puts the night, the dark, the cosmic cold. Is this true? Undoubtedly. This is the reality, the fate of the wise, and of anyone who has had the misfortune of opening their eyes to the raw nature of life. I, a foreigner in the world, in Italy, in Naples, and within my own family, a stranger and alien to the most natural feelings of being alive, I write to show to the world that freedom is also descent from common opinions. Freedom is legitimizing one's own anomaly as the bearer of the disused cosmic epiphany of the truth. I am what I write. My typical day starts afternoon. After struggling to sleep all night, I lie in bed in my room, a kind of bunker on top of my parents' house, staring at the ceiling and wishing I was dead. Why don't you kill yourself once and for all, then? I heard a young psychotherapist say one day. It's not so easy. To kill yourself, you need to have a certain active strength that contrasts with the absolute passivity of being depressed. In addiction, there are many cases in which one is not sure of passing away without first spending a certain number of years in agony, perhaps with a fractured spine, or the brain or the brain that is victim of irreparable and humiliating damage for the dignity of the almost suicide. No, that's better stay in bed just a little longer. I don't want to wash myself. It's a problem to me. I almost never do it. Maybe a couple of times a week. I like to stand still and pretend I don't exist. In the fridge in my room, I usually have enough food supplies for 15 days. Then I can still afford to turn the key in the lock and beg my parents to give me more supplies. Please, I pray I'm dead, or at least it's night outside again. The light disturbs me. I always have the shutters closed. So, do I suffer? Oh no, I can't tell. Suffering would already imply the automatic search for a solution, a shout into the void of one's pain, and the activation of the invisible cosmic forces in charge of shaking us from our melancholy numbness. I don't suffer. I don't enjoy the new noon that filters through the shutters. Simply, I would like not to stay here to breathe. I am aware that soon I will also have to put my feet on the ground, drag myself to the desk, and try to read something on the PC. My life, or what's left of it, is online. Here I contact some of editors from time to time. I write draft of new work. I invent stories and characters from other worlds. I like to call myself a writer. Well, a writer exists only in what he does. He is not a man like the others. I feel a little less man and therefore less depressed when I choose the words in front of my keyboard. Alas, my history is too long to belong to a man who simply chose not to exist. If anyone ever reads these memoirs, they he will or she will find them studied with yearnings for salvation, for normality, for life as it should be. All vain attempts exhausted in the middle of the outbreak, like firecrackers that fail at the critical moments. So mine is alive in the mirror. Why am I writing? Why am I telling these things to you then? In a way, it fascinates me to see my existence stretched out like a dress in front of me. Here, on the counter of my life, my life is so empty of emotions, feelings, friends, support, comfort, and success that it seems to come out of one of those children's novels in which the characters are either all good or all bad, either all positive or all negative, or all full or empty. A useless life mine, which I like to imagine, however, worthy of being described precisely because it is anomalous, fascinating because it is absurd in its cosmic failure. I think I can stop now and see you. Goodbye to the next video. Thank you so much for your attention.